Showtime.
Yeah, The Circus.
The Circus.
What is that?
Oh,
Really?
let's talk about it.
So, we're all living through like the news real time, Twitter, whatever, every day. And it's just obviously a lot. And it's hard to get good context. And what we like about a documentary movie is like some time has gone past. You're telling a larger narrative. How do things in different weeks fit together? So The Circus is basically a weekly show, but takes the week's news and they must edit it all 5 hours before it airs, right? And they tell a narrative of the week in a digestible documentary format, but it's current events, if that makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's that unique style makes it a really good show.
Interesting.
It's really, really good. Brian, did you know they're on their 5th season?
Yes. I was thinking about going back to watch some of the earlier seasons.
I think that's what we're doing next. Since COVID.
Do you know what I've been binging? Because I'm too young to have watched it when it was originally on television. I'm binging Girlfriends, and I'm obsessed.
Lots of people are binging that right now. What's that about?
It's so great. Well, Netflix just got the rights to like 5 really great Black properties. And so they got Girlfriends, One-on-One, Moesha, Half and Half. I'm forgetting something else. Maybe Sister? I don't remember.
So now that you're part of the cohort, Girlfriends is perfect for you, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because when it originally out, I was 10? Maybe early teens. I didn't understand any of that. And now it's great. The first season, I think the characters are my age.
Yeah, literally.
So great.
What year was that? Girlfriends?
Early aughts. I mean, it ran for 8 seasons. I'm Googling it.
I don't want to. Well, who knows how many people are watching this? But
2000.
If I say I haven't seen it, will my Black card get revoked?
You saw Girlfriends. You saw it.
I mean, I know what it is, but I don't watch TV that much, and I've never have.
Have you watched?
I'm horrible at pop culture.
What?
I'm from a PBS family. We watch Nova.
I don't think it's Girlfriends.
You come from a
Discovery
PBS
Channel.
family, but you watch football?
That was free over the air.
Also, for the record, Girlfriends was on UPN, which was also one of those antenna channels.
Sure was. It was free.
We definitely had the antenna channels. Yeah.
The Frog.
We did too. Someone didn't pay the cable bill.
Was it the Frog? UPN?
No, that was WB.
The WB. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
All the hood channels.
Can I tell you that I got something in the mail that I'm pretty excited about?
Yes.
I actually don't know if you guys know this. I'm a huge game night person. Board games, card games.
I do know that.
Incredibly competitive.
Oh.
I've been hearing about this game, and I have the accompaniment for some time. It's the Rolling Stones. It's called Rock and Roll Party Game, where it's like music trivia. But it's you either have to hum a song, sing a song, say one word of the song,
That's so
right? Or guess an artist or a historic moment in music history time. And I'm super excited about it. I have the movie version, which is a Blockbuster branded game, exact same rules: hum it, sing it, quote it, one word, or act it out. Great game. Can't wait to play the music version. Can't wait.
See, I would rather crawl under a chair and die than play a game like that in front of people. I have too much anxiety. Karaoke, the idea of that gives me major anxiety. I think I would actually just have a heart attack and die.
No, it's so much fun. And you're with your friends and you're just having a good time. It's not stressful.
Marlon's behind the scenes and he said, "What about spades?" I know how to play spades. My parents taught me that at an early age. Don't come at me. I know how to play spades.
Spades is important. That's
Never want to be a bad spades partner. I know better.
I actually don't know how to play spades at all.
Whoa, fam.
That's Ivy League right there. That's Brown.
Get off that girl. Get off that girl. We don't ever make Ivy League jokes.
Hey, that's right. That's right. There's also an Ivy Leaguer competing tonight, so be nice. When people in my family played spades, they were also doing other herbal activities in which I was not allowed to be around. Therefore, it was never part of my experiences growing up.
We will teach you spades as part of the Lightship Capital onboarding process.
Onboarding this far out. Great.
Okay, so Marlon is ready for that thing to spin.
Oh,
so
he's been asking to start, but now he's like commenting on our comments. Like he can't help us though.
Here we are. We are. Let's start this show.
All right, let's go.
We're a company and a venture capital firm that invests in companies run by women and minorities, particularly when they're away from the coast. I'm very, very focused on the Midwest. You are watching live the first pitch competition on Twitch, where you, the viewer, have an opportunity to vote for companies that you like best.
So every episode, we have 3 judges, plus you, the audience. You also get to judge each pitch. After each presentation, you'll see a cute little box pop up with a Twitter link for you to vote for if you would invest in the company yourselves.
During round 1, we watched as the startups presented their pitch deck in 5 minutes or less. Then the judges began their Q&A. After we selected viewer-submitted questions for the founders to answer, in the end, the audience and judges had the opportunity to vote in the poll below for the company they like best.
Candace, do you mind if we start?
Oh, sure. Sorry.
Wow. So what people don't realize just happened, I just hit the power button on my laptop and it started to shut down and I'm recovering from a mini heart attack. But we're here. We're excited to get started. Welcome back, everybody, to season 3, episode 5 of Twitch Pitch, the very first pitch competition live on Twitch, brought to you by the team at Lightship Capital. Every episode, we have 2 companies that go head-to-head and compete. We have 12 companies every season that are competing for a grand prize of $10,000 and some non-cash prizes from our friends at Amazon Web Services. Every season's a little different. This season, we are focused on health and wellness companies. Every episode, we see the companies talk a little bit about the CEO and who they are and why they started the company. Then we see a 5-minute pitch from them. And then afterwards, we open the episode for Q&A from both the team and you, the audience. Anytime you have a thought or a question about the company, please feel free to type it in the comment box below. In addition, we vote on the episodes. So the team votes the way we do in our investment committee. I have a vote, Brian has a vote, Candace has 2 votes, and you, the audience, also get a vote. This season's a little different in that we are voting via phone. So we have text voting this time. Please, when it's time to vote, you will see a number pop up on the screen. We'll give you a reminder about it. You'll text the number to that line, and that will solidify your vote for the company. What you're asking yourself is what we always ask ourselves, is would you invest in this company? As a reminder, when it comes time to vote, please use the texting line. Votes that are submitted in the comment section, unfortunately, do not count. So we'll give you more instructions when we get closer to that part. Every season is brought to you by some incredible sponsors. So our first sponsor of the night is the Hillman Accelerator. The Hillman Accelerator is the first accelerator designed for underrepresented founders here in the Midwest. In addition, the show is sponsored by OTF, the Ohio Third Frontier. They're a tech-based economic development initiative, and they're a part of the Ohio Development Services Agency. They're committed to transforming the state's economy through accelerated growth of diverse startups and early-stage tech businesses. We have another sponsor this season, which is AWS, Amazon Web Services. They offer reliable, scalable, and inexpensive cloud computing services for all. It's free to join, pay only for what you need to use. In addition, we have a new sponsor this season, our friends at AARP, the AARP Innovation Labs. They accelerate the innovation ecosystem by working with startups, accelerators, and the innovation community to empower people to choose how to live as they age. Thank you to all of our sponsors. We're really excited to have you guys all on for another season. So let's talk a little bit about the judges. Your first judge is me. I'm Lexi. I lead the investment team here at Lightship. Another judge is Candace. She is the founder and executive director of the Hillman Accelerator. She's also a general partner and founder here at Lightship Capital. She's an expert in all things CPG and e-commerce and is all of our best friends for big co-relationships. We also have Brian. Brian is another GP here at Lightship. He is an expert in all things AI and machine learning and is an enthusiast for all things really on the tech side of our world. So that's us as a team. We're really excited to be here. We have two new great companies pitching today. We have April from Fempaq as well as Joyce from Eat Fresh Prep. As a reminder, as you see the companies pitching, please be encouraged to leave your questions and comments in the comment boxes, and we will ask them on your behalf throughout the episode to the founders presenting. And with that, let us get started. We will have the first CEO come on and talk a little bit about her why, and then we'll hear from her pitch.
Hi everyone. My name is Joyce Sunday, and I'm currently in Providence, Rhode Island. As someone who has been in the health sciences and also conducting research, I was opportune to actually find out about food insecurity amongst my peers, especially with those in the education sector. So that was how Eat Fresh Prep came about. We basically decided to do a bottom-up research within the school, within the students around Brown University, and we came up with an idea as to why food insecurity was such a big deal in our community. And from there, we were able to build something from, the results that we got, establish something, and we're able to launch, which helped us a lot. We kept getting our very first clients. And so far, it's been going well. And yeah, that's about it.
Awesome. So we're going to have you off stage again, and then we'll watch the pitch. It's that time again where we have to wait for the pitch to start. We can all hang out here, wait for tomorrow. There he goes.
Fresh Prep. Today, I'll be giving a short pitch about how we started from Brown University till now. Eat Fresh Prep's mission is to transform the food system to make delicious, nutritious food accessible to everyone, everywhere. On almost every major street corner in America, fast food joints sell burgers, fries, and chicken nuggets. These multi-billion-dollar businesses have become the landscape of America and the food system itself. But the world is changing. People are searching for more nutritious and fresher options. Eat Fresh Prep aims to redefine and reimagine your plate, but this time, instead of fast food burgers and fries, we're selling nutritious, fresh, made from scratch food at fast food prices. Eat Fresh Prep's business model drastically reduces the cost of the standard restaurant model. And through our integrated ecosystem, we're able to serve the underserved communities with little or no access to nutritious food and also be present in affluent areas. Through our bottom-up research, we found 3 problems with the current meal prep service market, and they are cost, food waste, and freshness. On average, meal prep service costs about $7.99 per serving, which can be on the expensive side if you're economically challenged. According to Green Waste America, 40% of meal prep consumers complain of food waste. And according to the New York Post, 53% of meal prep consumers complain of freshness, which leads them to order restaurant takeouts, thereby increasing the amount of money they spend on food, especially during these COVID times. We provide solution by serving an adequate size on an affordable budget. We serve you what you need to avoid food waste. Our meals are prepped fresh to prevent staleness, and we explore food varieties from different cultures with an ever-changing weekly menu. In our market validation, we found that there are 3 companies that are currently in the food market that we're trying to go into: Daily Harvest, Grubhub, and HelloFresh. As of December 2019, the total revenue of Daily Harvest has been 125 million, 325 million for Grubhub, and 930 million for HelloFresh subsequently. This further drives home the idea that our company has a market. For our business model, we're a weekly subscription-based meal prep service, and we're hoping to tap into 5% of meal orders, which would be about $50 million. And based on a $50 weekly subscription, our meals will be at $4.99 per serving. If we're able to get up to 100,000 in subscribers, our sales forecast will be about $71 million. When we started this company in 2018 from Brown University campus, we were able to generate a revenue of $8,000 in just 10 weeks. In 2019, we grew and were able to generate a revenue of $40,000 in just 15 weeks. And in 2020, our revenue forecast is pegged to be $80,000. For exit opportunity, there are so many other companies that have been acquired by bigger companies because of potential that was seen in those companies. For example, Domain acquisition of Cooked was for $20 million in February 2020, and Fitness LA acquisition of California Chef was recently completed in November of 2019. This further shows that we have a market that is ready to be served. In our current partnership, we've partnered with a few coffee companies, Coffee Exchange and Borealis Coffee Company. And through these coffee companies, we're able to sell our very prized and very innovative green cups. And each of these coffee companies sell 50 green cups per day. From hearing about the buzz about our green cups, the Rhode Island Department of Education reached out to us, and we're in the process of concluding a contract that will enable us serve our green cups at public schools in Rhode Island. The Glow Cafe Juice and Bar has a contract with us to provide them freshly made salads every single day. This is our team. Myself, Joyce Sunday, who is a Brown University alum, and Daniela Willocks, who is a CCRI student. We are the ones behind each Fresh Prep. We are in charge of the recipe creation, the product development, the logistics, and everything involved, and the hiring of chefs. Thank you so much for the opportunity to pitch. We hope to hear back soon. Thank you.
All right, let's bring her back.
Hi. Hi.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
All right, you know I'm biased. I'll start because I'm going to be the hardest critic here, because not only do we share an alma mater, but we know each other personally. So I get to be the Simon tonight.
Thank you.
Let's go.
What a good friend.
So, Miss Joyce, tell me about, we've seen some of these really great and innovative kind of food prep delivery services pop up in different cities across the country.
Yeah.
How do you go from just being kind of a Prov Rhode Island regional play to being a scalable company across the nation, which I think a lot of these companies struggle to cross state borders? What makes you different in your ability to do that?
So one major thing that we've tried to do, and one major plan we've tried to come up with, is establishing partnerships with local bodegas, local gym places, workout places, where we can have our smart refrigerators over there, and the food and the meals can be distributed to those locations, thereby enabling people in different locations to actually have access to our meals. And with that, we also also, good thing is that we have a ghost kitchen where everything is made from. And with this ghost kitchen, we already have like a plan in place for quality control. We train our chefs on our recipes and everything involved, and they have to go through weeks of training. So the quality is the same in every single place, which is what we're actually doing right now, since we're already working with 4 different locations and our delivery days are different, but the food still tastes the same. And the smart refrigerators will enable us go into whether it's the food deserts or the places that do not have grocery stores for fresh items, or even at the airports or anywhere that would like to partner with us and have those things there. So yeah, that's the plan. I hope I answered the question.
Kenneth, did you want to go?
I wrote my questions, and so Lexi asked part of my question, and now I'm reformulating my thoughts. So as Lexi alluded to, there are a lot of meal prep companies that have kind of popped up. Really, most specifically, I've seen 5 or 6 in the last 3 to 6 months.
Yeah.
What do you think it's going to take to win the market?
I think right now is honestly freshness and taste, because prior to us starting the company, from those meal prep companies, we ordered the meals and we really just did like a blind taste with everyone in our building, with a lot of our friends. It was just all blinded. So we're like, oh, try this food, try this. So we've tried the Daily Harvest and the HelloFresh and everything. So right now, really one major thing is cost, because obviously COVID has really thrown everyone off, like in terms of finances and trying to keep everything afloat. And another thing we really focused on again was freshness, because a lot of the times you see people are like, oh, is it that the food is going to waste, or the food is not fresh, or the food is stale, or maybe if the meals should be delivered, I may not be home when they are delivered. So having those like partnerships with the local stores, that makes the meals can be there fresh. The person can go there and pick it up, or better still, we can also deliver to them and everything is still fresh for that price.
Okay. What do you do you think you'll have options for families and things that are kid friendly?
Yes, actually, this is so our breakfast items, a lot of our meals are actually kids friendly. So the grain cups that we actually sell to Coffee Exchange, the reason why we sell out, we do 50 grain cups a day, is because a lot of parents actually stop by when there was school. A lot of parents stop by to grab the grain cups for their kids, because it's like the grain cups, basically, just to give an instance, is like oatmeal, overnight oats, or grain chia seed bowls, teff bowls with like a lot of fruits in them. So kind of like reimagining what breakfast is like. And also a lot of the times we do make like a lot of our meals are really kid friendly. And for right now, we haven't actually thought about branching into families. For right now, we're just doing like per serving, because of the food waste thing, since it's in our department. However, we've had a few professors at Brown whose families we've catered to, and they've just typically gone for the bigger package.
And so is your consideration that you all will continue to do delivery, or will you use a distribution channel like DoorDash, Uber Eats, Postmates, etc.?
We are anticipating that we'll probably continue with delivery. However, we have 2 options. So right now we actually have a pickup location and we have delivery. So a lot of our clients are doing pickup locations with the local bodegas that we're working with right now, where refrigerators are already there. While for delivery, it's usually within the 1 mile radius of the kitchen, and they also get to pay extra for delivery.
Okay, and then as far as packaging is concerned, so yeah. I get meal prep once a week, and it's in a plastic container, and I recycle it. But how are you guys packaging your food?
So the food is packed, and in the video, the food is packed in like a 24-ounce box per meal. So breakfast, a salad, and a meal is packed in each 24-ounce boxes, and then it's put into an insulated bag with our logo on it. So the plan is for delivery, when the person is delivering, we typically drop off the bag with the person and collect the other bag from the person. So each person gets 2 bags.
And then how often does a person need to reorder? Are they doing 2 orders a week? Is it once a week?
So it's once a week order. So each order is just, so a week you have to order for all 5 days. Yeah.
Got it. All right. I'll let someone else.
Okay.
She's excited, clearly. So I actually just have one question. It's about, in this category, oftentimes we see people can't afford to add customers. The business is actually great, but then the cost to advertise online or otherwise is much more than the kind of $5 cost of each meal. And so people will try for a little while and they'll cancel, but it may have cost you 15, 20, 25 bucks to get a new customer. And if they cancel $20 in, right, you've lost $5. And a lot of these companies raise a ton of money, lose a ton of money, that kind of thing. So how are you thinking about customer acquisition with this reality?
So far, actually, with the customers that we have so far, we haven't had to advertise. We've only had to send out a list, like an email to a very exclusive list of 80 people every week. And based on those 80 people, they subscribe. So for right now, we're basically just growing based on word of mouth. Every single client we've had is based on word of mouth, or trying the product and then deciding, oh, I would like to continue on with the service, or I would like to get on with the service. So for now, we haven't really thought about the marketing aspect of things.
Oh, that's helpful.
So what you're saying is that you send out an email.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
With 80?
So right now it's only 80 people that is on the email. So we've just So
you've made $80,000 on 80 people?
No. So we send it to 80 people, and then those people also tell their friends.
Got it.
Yeah.
I'm just was baffled. Okay.
That's still great.
Because
it's still great. It's still fantastic.
Okay, because the first week that we started, we sent out the email to 25 people, and we ended up having 156 people sign on. We had to cancel because by the third day we had to cancel because we didn't anticipate so many people at the same time. So when we got it right, by the fourth, like by the next week, we continued again, and then we eventually grew to 122 people, and then we continued growing. But the list is only sending emails to only 80 people. So the 80 people just tell others. Yeah.
Awesome.
That's great.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Lexi.
So if you enjoyed that, to vote for Eat Fresh Prep, you're going to text the number 9 to 203-408-6432. Once again, text the number 9 to 203-408-6432. And if you have any questions for Joyce about the business, please drop them in the comment section, regardless of how you're watching this, whether you're watching it on Twitch or YouTube or whatever. Throw a comment in there, and we will get those to her in a minute. And if we don't have any questions, if Candace or Brian have any other thoughts or questions, feel free to ask them. If not, we can move on along.
Yeah, you can talk behind her back.
Thanks,
Thanks
Joyce.
for joining us, Joyce.
Bye-bye.
Okay, well, Marlon's given us a warning that we might have an interruption, but we're just going to keep on keeping on. Look, I believe that someone is going to win the meal prep market. Like, I think that we've made it through the years of HelloFresh and Blue Apron and blah, 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 and all of those things are great. But what that taught us was that Americans don't want to actually cook the food that comes in the box. So I need someone to cook the food and send the cooked food in a boxer bag. And so someone is going to win the market. I'm just not certain who. There could very well be a roll-up strategy where you find all the meal prep companies all over the country and roll them up and distribute them through Uber Eats or Doordash. But someone will win this. I think from a few different perspectives. I think you'll see meal prep that's really specifically focused on, kind of different areas. So people who are more into fitness are probably sticking with like their basic salmon and broccoli and rice. You probably see some things for family, and you see better family oriented meals. But yeah, I think completed meal prep that you can pop in the refrigerator, someone has the right to win, and maybe they do.
Yeah, I see it the same way. I think meal prep's going the way of like craft beer, where it's just highly regionalized for tastes, for segments of people, right? Her 80 to 150 people are like super fans, and she probably has them possibly for life, right? But how do you kind of grow that? Possibly the answer is lots of different brands and lots of different places, and then rolled up on the back end. So makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'd agree with both of you. I think I'd really like to see how do we take the ghost kitchen and the ghost fridge approach at scale. I know I won't say friend, our peer in the industry, Travis, has tried this, Mr. Uber. Don't really know what's going on with that, but I'd really love to see the conjunction with the kitchen and the refrigerator model really take scale across schools, office spaces, when people go back to work, and other kind of communal areas in a way that I think we all thought was going to happen with some of those healthy vending machines. If you remember those a couple of years ago, I'd love to see it kind of take scale in that way. But yeah, someone's going to do it, and who knows? Maybe it's a couple of different regional players that get scooped up together, or maybe it's maybe it comes from a top down, and maybe like a UNFI tries to go in this route.
What happened to all those fridges? Like, do you remember Farmer's Fridge?
Yeah,
I like Farmer's Fridge.
Farmer's Fridge salads were bomb. Like, but
Did it go away?
Well, I think they were just in airports.
Yeah.
And airports 2020. So.
Oh, that's a shame. That was a good business.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got into one or two retailers in target areas around the U.S. And I don't think the performance was super high. Yeah, because they had almost like a custom end cap, but it was the entire thing as an end cap. And it performed well in certain places and not in others. And so I don't think it was rebought the next buying cycle in some of those key areas.
I just think it makes a lot of sense in airports and doesn't make as much sense in other places.
Yeah, maybe in an office space, if you can do it that way.
Yeah.
You have to be highly selective and really like survey the community.
Good
figure
food.
out what they want. Yeah. Okay.
I feel like I'd always want that in my gym.
In your gym?
Yep. Because that's when I'm likely to make really terrible food buying decisions, is right after a workout, honestly.
Well, those are the best food buying decisions. Because you're not hungry. Like when I'm hungry, I make terrible food buying decisions. So are you opposite?
Oh, well, for me, I'm like tired. I don't really feel like cooking. And I'm like, well, I can go buy this. I just worked out. I earned it.
I just worked out.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
I make really bad decisions.
I deserve it.
I get it. Yeah. I was looking at it from a different perspective. I totally see what you're saying. Yeah.
Should I go to the next one? The crowd here is just rabid about this.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I know we're all really excited about Fempaq in April, but before we do that, we're going to take a quick commercial break and hear from our friends at AARP.
Perfect. Water break too.
We are AARP Innovation Labs, the place where leaders with bold ideas and visionary entrepreneurs meet to solve the most prevalent problems in society. We want to ignite a future where aging well is the norm. Our work with startups accelerates product and service solutions that generate significant impact in the community we serve.
You got back. Nice. I'm impressed.
Now that we're all back and Candace has her lovely drink of water, let's bring on April, who the crowd is obviously very excited to see. And she'll tell us a little bit about herself and why she started Fempaq.
Hi, guys. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, awesome. Okay, let's go. Hello, my name is April Roy, and I am the founder and CEO of Fempaq Inc., where we take the oops out of unexpected periods. I created Fempaq after a girl's trip to LA with one of my best friends, where she got her period unexpectedly. We looked for a quick solution so that she could feel comfortable on her flight back to New York, and there was nothing. She eventually settled on the bulky pads and griped about not having enough room in her travel bag for them. When I got home, I started to do some research, and there wasn't anything. Then I started to research why there wasn't anything. And afterwards, we became more than a product. We became a movement to normalize periods and to create period equity. So we are Fempaq Inc., where we provide sustainable convenience to menstrual health. Thank you.
Like on the number, like exactly the number of seconds.
I practiced.
Candace, I think your headphones might have given out on you.
Yeah. So we'll watch the pitch while Candace was at the headphone situation. How about that?
Did you know that almost half the world's population menstruates? Over 80% of menstruating people experience unexpected periods multiple times in a year, some more than others. Now, if you're not familiar with the term menstruating or menstruation, I'm sure you've gotten a call from your wife, partner, or daughter asking you to pick up a box of tampons or pads from the store. Now, imagine that they had a really important meeting and they were just about to present in front of a crowd and it happened. It's an I just got my period in public feeling. Now, there are only so many options. One is to run to the nearest restroom and put those Mr. MacGyver skills to use with a roll of toilet paper, or put their brave face on, present their butt off, and pray to God there isn't a stain on the back of their clothing by the time that they're finished. So, what's the solution? Well, at Fempaq, we've developed a convenient, sustainable emergency kit to help businesses stay prepared for menstruating customers and employees. Our kit comes with one black panty, one pad, one tampon with plant-based applicator, one panty liner, one wipe, one 2-tablet ibuprofen, and one dark chocolate mini for cravings. It's the perfect solution to every menstruating person's problem. Now, our team consists of myself. My name is April Roy, and I'm the founder and CEO. I have over 8 years of product development experience and currently hold a design patent for our emergency kit. Derek Johnston, who is our CIO, has over 10 plus years in branding and web development. We have a number of advisors assisting us as we continue to build our team. The global feminine hygiene product market has garnered over $24 billion this year so far. We see about 10% of that being Fempaq's addressable market. Fempaq will be sold at $6.25 a unit. In a case of 20, price will be based on volume. We've had such success as Arkansas Conductor Pitch winner, CAI Scales Challenge winner, a finalist in the Big Pitch, and was currently a part of Arkansas's 10X Accelerator. We partner with companies such as Arkansas Period Poverty Project, Kaya Chocolate, Safety Before Skills Swim School, and currently up for the next SEP review with the U.S. Army in January 2021. Now, we are looking to partner with those military branches as well as emergency response, women's sports, convenience stores, retailers such as Walgreens and Walmart, and those in the travel and hospitality industry. Our go-to-market strategy is to attend at least 6 major trade shows in our targeted industries a year, connecting with buyers and business owners through social media, through our messaging and storytelling, email marketing, our wholesale website, and digital and print ads. Our competitors are those such as Procter& Gamble, Kimberly-Clark, and subscription services such as Lola and Finley. but our direct competitors are those overly prepared users and underwear period company thinks. But what makes Fempaq so great is that not only are we providing sustainable convenience to menstrual health, but by providing this convenience, we are ending the trauma and anxiety that comes along with an unexpected period. It's something that can follow you the rest of your life. Today, we are seeking $500,000 investment into the infrastructure of our company, in which we will use towards inventory, payroll, marketing, fulfillment, distribution, accounting, and legal fees. We currently have a strategy milestone roadmap set up from today's event until we raise our Series A round. We do have financial projections listed for 5,000 cases sold per year, doubling each year after, listing our total income, gross profit, and earning after taxes. I'll leave you with this. Menstruating people are frequently made to feel ashamed or embarrassed simply because they have a period. So today, join us in making Fempaq available to every menstruating person around the globe by ending the stigma surrounding periods, as well as doing our part to end period poverty. To learn more, visit our website at www.fempaq.com. Let's change the world.
Very mic dropping. Like it. Should I bring her back?
Yeah, bring her back. Let's just start by saying I'm sure Brian Breckine has never heard someone say period or menstruation or talk about bleeding that many times in like 5 minutes. That was the best situation ever. I'm so thrilled about this. April, so a few years ago, this company came to me. It was called Panty Prop. It was a young lady. She had kind of like a period panty, and it was so good. She was generating a few $1 million in revenue a year. It was just her. She'd come up with this fantastic idea. And many people know today that she has a company. It's now called Ruby Love. I wasn't able to invest because I didn't have enough money at the time. But look, there's money in periods. And you've come up with quite a company here, I think. Help me to better understand kind of like where you are in this moment. Where are you manufacturing? Let's start with manufacturing first.
Okay, so our supplies come from 7 different places right now. And so we manufacture here in the US. We are looking to relocate to Northwest Arkansas so that we can be around that ecosystem where in regards to fulfillment and distribution. So right now, that's what we're doing.
We fulfill and distribute things here in Cincinnati, Ohio. I mean, out here in Northwest Arkansas does have that store that starts with a W. But we have a store here in Cincinnati that starts with a K. I'm just throwing it out here. We are a great logistics hub. All right, keep going.
Oh, cool. Okay. So yeah, so right now we use Carmen. We white label all of our products for them, and they are sustainable, they're one of the only ones to do a plant-based compact applicator, and that's why we chose them. Luckily, we get our chocolate here made in Arkansas with Kaya Chocolate. We love their story. They loved our story. And so we're creating a ginger chocolate for those who may not be able to take ibuprofen, so they can still have that relief. So also getting our feminine wipes produced in California. So yeah, we're kind of got this whole thing rolling into Central Arkansas and then back out. So.
Awesome. Who's next?
I'll go next. So interestingly enough, I had a call with someone in Arkansas today about the Arkansas ecosystem. I heard great things. So funny that I should have you guys on the show later today. So the question I have is really more about the presentation, which was actually excellent. Your deck is really, really fire. And I mean that sincerely. It answered a lot of questions.
Oh, cool.
We saw that on the kind of timeline. You get to the Series A, and it looks like at that point you're making a couple $1 million of revenue. Things are going really well, but I think it said you would be raising like 1.7 million, and I would expect that number to be like 5 million at that stage. So, would you tell me a little bit more about why that number and where it came from?
Well, that came from our order that we are looking to get with the U.S. Army. They have about 5,000 Army bases. And so they're looking about 10 cases per Army base. So that's about 1 million units for us in one order. And so we wanted to make sure that we were able to fulfill that order because by that time, we're hoping that we may not even be able to take another round of funding that will be able to do this ourselves.
And so the next question I have for you is this rabid following you have over here.
It's so weird.
Destiny, DJ Design, like that's just going on ham actually in here. So tell me about why do you have this? This beehive of people? Like, how is that? How are you creating such brand loyalty?
We actually post a lot about periods on our social media, and I put it right in your face because that's the whole point of normalizing periods. And so I think it may be family too on here, but we did blast it on our social media. So we may have some people who are here actually, truly without being family.
It seems like it.
I love the enthusiasm of everyone who's commenting about how great this is. So tell me a little bit about what this looks like globally. So as I'm sure you know, and maybe the audience may not be as well aware, is that access to the appropriate period care globally becomes an issue for a lot of women and children, particularly in Southeast Asia, in the MENA region, really. So how are you thinking about expansion as you move beyond what you're doing already to nations that really
Definitely. Because we want to be the leader in regards to providing convenience in menstrual health. And right now, we are working with the World Trade here, making connections with them. Our military broker has excellent connections in Israel, whom we connected with someone over there as well. So we're trying to plant these seeds with people to also help promote the product and to donate. So right now on our website, we have it to where people can actually go and donate and send a 4-pack packs to anyone, to their office, to a school, any charity they desire. And we send it out for free, free shipping, that is. So yeah, our whole point is to make sure that Fempaq is available to every menstruating person around the globe, and to have everybody say, okay, let's make sure that everyone has access to proper menstrual hygiene products, and not just in other countries, but here in rural areas as well.
Great. And tell me about the product roadmap. What does Fempaq 2.0, 3.0, 4.0 look like as you think about maybe expanding different kinds of SKUs, different options for people to buy? What are you thinking about there?
Oh, yes. Okay, so definitely. So in regards to Fempaq Inc., not only do we have our emergency kit, but we are looking into a covering for those who may have an accident on their clothing and they can throw it around their waist, like an umbrella that you have on you all the time. It's something that they know that they can keep. And it's like, oh, I got to stay, but it goes with my outfit and no one knows. And then in regards to that, we are actually started doing some R&D into a wearable device that can track your period before you get it, so that for those who can afford that, and to know that their period is coming without having to have an emergency kit as well. So yes, again, we're targeting the whole convenience in menstrual health. We want to be a leader in that category.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much, April. And for everyone who's super excited in the comments, now is your chance. This is the moment. To vote for Fempaq, text the number 10 to 203-408-6432. Once again, grab your phone, text the number 10 to 203-408-6432.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
You're doing a great job. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
All right, now we're going to talk behind your back. So here we go. Talk about you behind your back, I should say. Wow. Great energy. I love a good pitch. I love a good pitch. Like, yeah. Hold on. We can't hear you.
Oh, no.
Did you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to talk to Lexi about this and not you, Brian, just for a minute. Like, how many times have you been in the airport and like you had to go buy a pad, tampon, whatever, and they come in a jumbo pack? They're like this big. And you like are supposed to go and buy this jumbo pack of pads, and they're bigger than diapers. For some reason in the airport, they sell this stuff and it's just massive. It's the most ridiculous thing ever. I'd love to go buy something the size of a candy bar that I can then take back to the bathroom instead of like walking through the store and saying, hey, everybody, I'm on my period. It's like that commercial for Apple and the privacy thing. It's just like, I looked at divorce attorneys 8 times today on the internet. Like, that's what it's like every time you go to the airport. So April's come up with a great thing. That's my opinion.
I will say, and this is totally TMI to everyone, but hey, we're going to talk about it. I am actually in that competition matrix she had. I'm actually that top right corner because I am the overly prepared woman. I always, no matter where I am, no matter what I'm doing, am carrying at least one pad and tampon at minimum. So I understand what you're saying. Everyone else around me goes through that, but I am so paranoid about this specific issue. And I have really irregular periods. I have to be this way. I don't fall into that boat. But when I was younger, I do remember those days. I do remember that.
Okay, well, I'm 42. Yeah, I'm 42 and I still got this problem. So that's just my own thing. Though I do now, and she said talking about a wearable, like, I would say not even to go down that path. I use that Apple Health tracker for my period, and it lets me know. Like, it's just like, hey, your period's going to be starting in the next 3 days. Appreciate you. And then I know. And so, of course, then I'm prepared. But I understand, like, irregularity. I think that's something difficult to figure out regardless.
Oh, I am curious. If she's going to create something where I could hide my oopsie moments, I'd be very interested in learning what that is. I've never seen any product in the market that's designed to have coverage. I'm just, like back in the day, I just put a little sweater or jacket around my waist and just deal with it. And the world just assumes that's what happened. But I'd love to see something discreet that would be a solution to that. I'd be really curious to see what that is.
Yeah. That would be interesting. Brian, got anything?
I should have went first. I don't have any salient points. None of these are like, I'm not the cohort, obviously, but
you have a 19-year-old daughter.
Yes, I'm just saying that doesn't make you qualified to like.
Okay.
It's like saying I have a black friend. Like it doesn't mean.
But think about like the amount of like solace that it would have brought to her if in her school like bathrooms she had this,
And that's exactly where I'm going. Like what I like about this product is what I want for everyone. I want the comfort, right? Any product that actually makes someone feel comfortable is going to win, right? Any product that alleviates anxiety is going to win. Like people will pay anything to alleviate anxiety, independent of what that is. And so, yeah, I can see this totally doing well. And I think, and this again, not the cohort, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I think even the piece about the chocolate says so much about like we understand everything. Like we talk about it online, we talk about it on social media, we throw a little chocolate. Like this is what we do all day, and we care. I just think that kind of authenticity always works, like always. So I'm excited about it, and I thought her personality as a founder was important too. Very, 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 very positive. So
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I enjoyed that one.
yeah.
Yeah. And it seems the comments have also revealed, Destiny has revealed that there's some tie to University of Michigan in this, which is also just always exciting to see really cool universities being represented.
Yeah, I like Arkansas, showing up here to Twitch Pitch as well. We need more Arkansas.
We do. I'm all about like the rivalry. So I'm Cincinnati like through and through. So I hear Arkansas, but when I hear Arkansas, I hear Walmart. So I know. But like,
what is the rivalry? What is the rivalry?
Kroger
versus Walmart.
Watch it. Watch yourself.
I'm gonna Google revenue right now.
Oh,
actually,
Kroger
I'll wait till behind the scenes.
Yeah,
no, go right ahead. I'm happy to know. Watch yourself.
Kroger's bigger than Target.
Okay. Hold on.
Let me know. Tell me. Come on, fam.
And I'll add.
Kroger revenue was $121 billion. Walmart revenue is almost $600 billion.
Yeah.
Okay, how many locations?
Oh, okay. Now, what KPIs are you measuring?
Come on.
And is that just Kroger proper? Or is that all the Kroger companies?
Here we go. Audience, while you're figuring this out with us, 10-64-8-64-32 to vote for Fempaq. Once again, her magic number is 10. Please, after you voted for her, put in the comment, do you think there's a rivalry between Kroger and Walmart? Because now I've never heard of this before a day in my life. I think they're apples and oranges.
Well, I thought, isn't Kroger bigger than Target?
Let me see.
That's the next question. Because if it is, then that would be. I love when you do this, by the way. I love it.
It means something malicious is happening. We're big fans of Target. We are.
It's so subtle.
Okay, Target revenue. So it is, because Target revenue is $22 billion. That is true.
So given that people think Walmart and Target are competitors, they should be thinking that Kroger and Walmart competitors, because Kroger is that much bigger than Target.
When I think of a Walmart competitor, the only thing I think of is Amazon. I legitimately don't think of any other company being a competitor.
I think that's fair. And I suspect that Walmart doesn't think of anyone else but Amazon as their competitor either. But $121 billion is a real thing. It's a real number. And if Kroger were to start buying and rolling up some of these Publix, Targets, whatever, they could get up to like $400 billion.
They're due for an acquisition. They're due for an acquisition.
Walmart as a grocer, though? I feel like Walmart is a all-purpose store that just happens to have a grocer arm.
Well, that's what Kroger is.
Kroger has a grocery. Right.
No, most Krogers are super Walmart. They're like full of clothing.
Marketplaces.
Most Krogers are like. Yeah. So Lexi, we'll take you to one next time we get a chance.
We'll take you to a marketplace.
Yeah, the Krogers in the ones that are not downtown are like super Walmart size.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Clothing, like there's a whole jewelry store in Kroger's.
Oh yeah, Fred Meyer Jewelers.
What? We have Kroger's back home too, and they're all just grocery. But I guess there's also urban.
Yeah, urban.
Yeah.
Urban Krogers are grocery, but the ones in the suburbs are all big.
Huh.
Can we? I would love to know. Destiny needs to hit my Twitter DMs, because this person, she is definitely right to be like somebody's hype person.
I love
she
the
is
energy.
over here. Destiny's over here. The next billionaires, sister, come through April. Like Destiny is no joke. She's like, my niece is 12. She keeps a Fempaq in her locker. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, DJ Design. I know you're down there in Arkansas.
No, DJ Design knows exactly what they're talking
hater.
about. This is true. This is just true.
I love it. I love it. What a fun group. What a good night. Great picks, Lexi. Fantastic.
I mean, thank you to everyone who submits great videos. I always enjoy watching all of them. Please keep the submissions coming for the next few seasons. Pitch.
What are you, Marlon? What are you doing? Why are you hiding that one? That's not a thing. Everybody's got off night sometimes, ladies and gentlemen. Marlon's usually he's on it. But see, he's not the cohort. He's not the cohort. So in his mind, that's the cohort comment he wanted to highlight. That's what happens. We need more diversity on the production staff here at Twitch.
For anyone who would even consider doing that, may I recommend that you don't.
Tourniquet.
Seek medical attention.
A shirt, tie it around the area. Yes.
There's no ability to provide pressure.
Yeah, you need to go deep into the crevice right there where the thigh meets the hip.
Oh,
yeah, it just depends on where you get shot, but I wouldn't shove something in that hole. Wrong hole.
Okay. Great. Lexi, please return us to the quorum.
Everyone, one last great comment of the night. That's actually super, super important from our favorite Destiny once again. Please go vote. And if you aren't voting yet, make sure you're registered. That's really, really important. And after you've made sure that you're registered to vote, please ask 5 friends if they're registered to vote. And if not, walk them through how to do it. It's better for all. It's better for everyone. And then go out and vote when the day comes around. Thank you, everyone.
Do your census, because
and do your census.
And do your census.
And do your census.
And drink your water.
10 more days.
Drink your water.
Water.
We're all trying to avoid gerrymandering. So thank you again, everyone who's watched this episode. It's been a really great night. I think we're all a little delirious, maybe a little tired. So I think now's a really good time to close it out.
That's a great idea.